Hello out there, my lovely viewers. Welcome to another episode of this podcast, The Complete Football Pod. With me, your host Mike. I hope you're doing well. I really hope you are. Yeah, the Euros has come and gone, and today, Spain played England in the final of the Euro, and it was a very good game to watch. And so far, my opinion. Let me know your opinion and your thought in the comment section. So far, in my previous episode, I have talked about how Spain is the best team in this tournament by a mile. They've been the best team so far. And, I'm not surprised with the success they've had so far because they've played spectacular. They've played in an amazing way. And, England, I can say the same for England, but the good thing about England getting to the finals, England has not been the best. They've not played at their best, but they've been finding a way, to win games, and they found a way to get to the finals. But they're playing a better side in Spain, and I'm so happy for the Spanish team for winning this tournament because they deserve it by a mile. So if you're new to this channel, please do like, share, and subscribe. Before I go forward, please, I really appreciate you so far. For those who have subscribed, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much, so much. It really means a lot to me. And for those who have been subscribing right now, after seeing this episode for the first time or listening to this podcast for the first time, please do subscribe also. It will go a long way. Yeah, let's dive in. This game between Spain and England today, in the first half, it was kind of cagey. Normally most finals is they're always cagey. They try to, you don't open up too much so that you don't give your opponent the opportunity. You don't want to make mistakes. You just do the basic. So even by doing the basic, we know how Spain would play. Spain, the possession game and the high pressing, the press high. When they lose the ball, they press you high. So that has been Spain's way of playing, and they stuck to that, to the way they play from the beginning of this tournament, even up to the final. And I'm not exaggerating. Spain has been so fantastic. They've been so fantastic so far. So the back line of the Spanish national team has been outstanding, especially in this game. Cucurella was good. They coming into the midfield sometimes when they have the ball, and when they don't have the ball, it comes back, to support the defense. It's been doing that so great. Also, Laporte. One thing that I want to say about Laporte, with all due respect to the Saudi Arabian League, I don't think Laporte should be playing at the Saudi League at this time, because this guy has been he can still play at the top level. Aymeric Laporte, he could play at the top level because the way he plays, you can't tell this guy is playing in the Saudi League. With all due respect to the Saudi League, he's still, I think, I wouldn't be surprised if a European club, a big European club, comes to snatch him from the Saudi League, except if for the money he's okay playing with at the Saudi League. But it's been very fantastic. Then Robin Lenormand, Robin Lenormand, the center back, the pairing between him and Laporte has been very formidable. They've been good together, and the guy is also, I think the guy is of a French descent. The same with Aymeric Laporte, because Laporte, he waited to be called into the French national team, but Didier Deschamps did not call him, so he could play for Spain also. I think due to his grandmother or something, so he decided to play for Spain. I think this guy also, Robin Lenormand. Yeah, Robin Lenormand is also of a French descent. Then Dani Carvajal, who is the most experienced player in the backline. They were fantastic. Then Unai Simon, the keeper, also was good, was great. Though the first half, Unai Simon did not have a lot to do because of how the game went. It was kind of cagey. Then Rodri, oh my God, I don't have words to express how good this guy is. Rodri has been a very outstanding player. He's the best number 6 in the world, no doubt about it, by a mile. Declan Rice is also a good number 6, but Rodri Rodri is the best so far. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you think, who do you think? If you have a player that you think is better than Rodri right now at that position, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. You might be right, but right now the way I'm seeing it is the best so far. And also Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz has been outstanding, very outstanding. And now, due to the fact that Pedri has been injured, Fabian Ruiz has been, his position has been, changed in a little way. He has to play deeper, to support Rodri. But before, if Pedri was around, Pedri would be playing simultaneously behind Rodri, and Fabian Ruiz was playing the role Dani Olmo was playing right now. But because of the injury, there was a little change, and I think it was a blessing in disguise for the Spanish national team for Pedri to be injured. So Fabian Ruiz also is, his combination with Rodri has been very exceptional. Then Dani Olmo is a blessing in disguise, as I've said it, because since he was given the opportunities against Germany, he has showed that he deserves to, to play in that team. And I think he would get into any tournament, any team in this tournament. Dani Olmo would get into that team easily because he's that good. He's a goal threat, Then Lamine Yamal, oh my God. I think he clocked 17 years old, 17 years yesterday, but this is the best young. I would still call him 16 years because this is the best young 16 years guy I've ever, 16 years football player I've ever seen. He has been electric. Even today, he didn't have the best of games, but because this guy, Luke Shaw, was on top of him. Luke Shaw was, anytime he gets the ball, Luke Shaw was so close to him, like he did not have a sniff of space, and it worked for England because Luke Shaw kept him quiet for the first half, for the majority of the game. But over time, he started drifting back into the midfield to bring Luke Shaw out of position. And that is always a hard thing to do when you start bringing defenders out of their position. Then he's gonna go back. He's not gonna follow you into that position because once he goes there, there's a space. That means you're also creating a space for someone else to drift in, maybe Carvajal to drift in that position. So the only way he could hurt England was to drift out of position, which he did, and he gave Nico Williams, the second goal, the pass for the second goal. And what a fantastic player is Nico Williams too. What a fantastic player. This guy, I think, is 20 or 21, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 19 or something. And this guy is fearless. He took on Kai Walker today, and I was at first in my previous episode, I thought he would not be able to take on Kai Walker, but this guy did a great job. He was fearless. He took on Kai Walker, and it was exceptional. It was so brilliant. His movement, sometimes it moves into the left side, into the right side where Lamine Yamal is. Lamine Yamal moves back to the midfield. They just switch in position. They do. Spain has a way, they do it so great, and that passing from the midfield, from the center defender, from Laporte or Lenormand, it was so exceptional. They know how to do that. And Alvaro Morata, I'm not really a big fan of Alvaro Morata's style as a player. I like him, but his style of play, he's not really my kind of player, my kind of number 9, because I see him as a wasteful player. Also, he's a wasteful striker. He scores goals, but he doesn't score as much goals for the chances he gets. So, but as a captain, he did great. The hold up play, when he gets the ball, holds the ball for to get some backup, and he puts the ball into both wings, and for the hold up play, he was so good at that. So, the first goal, it was so, as in that goal, I could not figure out how England led them into that goal. I could not figure out, because it was like a passing. They were just passing. They passed the ball around. I think England lost composure. Yeah, because it was into the second half, the first minute into the second half. That was when they scored the goal, and they were passing the ball around, and that was when Lamine Yamal drifted back from Luke Shaw, brought Luke Shaw into the midfield position to get the ball. He laid the pass for Nico Williams, and Nico Williams is a right-footed player, but the ball was at his left-footed position, but he just slams it like that, and that was how they scored the first goal. And after the first goal, England I think they got angry, and they were like, you know what, we're gonna put all the power we have into equalizing. And Gareth Southgate made some couple of changes. Harry Kane came out, Kobe Mainoo came out, Oli Watkins came in, and I think Cole Palmer came in also. And there's something about Cole Palmer. Last season was very spectacular for Chelsea, and anytime he plays for England, the game changes because this guy is very arrogant in a positive way. It's arrogancy about just give me the ball, let me do something. This is one of a player. If he grows like this, it would be a good leader, because this is a guy. He has the potential to change a game, or to say, you know what, the coach is telling us to do something. It's not working. No disrespect. Let's try and do something different. He has that arrogancy in a very positive way. And when he came in, England also, like I said, they were angry, and they started playing, throwing all the bodies they have up front, and they gave Saka the ball. I think it was Cole Palmer also that gave, is it Walker or Saka? He gave either one of them the ball, and Saka tried to take on a defender, I think Kukureya, but he could not. He caught back, passed the ball to Jude Bellingham, and Bellingham just flicked the ball just to lay a pass for Cole Palmer. And the way he adjusted his body to curl the ball into the net, it was very, very outstanding. Cole Palmer, what a great player he has been, and what a great player he is. Then Jude Bellingham today had a decent game. He had a decent game, but he had the Spanish midfield was so good that it could not really do much. But he had a decent game. In my opinion, Phil Foden was kind of quiet today. He tried, but the pressing by the Spanish team was very, very outstanding. But for Luke Shaw had a very, very good game. A very good game. Except for the one time Lamine Yamal drifted into the midfield to give to let the pass for Nico Williams. Luke Shaw was exceptional. Very, very exceptional. Declan Rice was good. Wow. England almost equalized. England almost equalized after Oyarzabal scored the second goal for England. For Spain. I think England lost concentration in those moments. England lost concentration because Kukureya was far up, outside the half, outside the Spanish half. The way the Spanish team moves the ball around, it's kind of crazy. I don't know if the English players lost concentration before they knew it. Kukureya was far in front. He got the ball and he laid the pass for Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal, what a finish! At first I thought it was an offside, but it wasn't an offside. That gave Spain the lead 2-1. And in all honesty, Spain deserves it. They deserve to win this game. They deserve. And at the point, I was scared when Rodri was taken off. I think the second half, he was taken off. I was like, what's gonna happen in here? But the Spanish team, the thing about them is they play more as a team than individually. They play more as a team than so. If Rodri is not there, there's someone else that would come in that would play not like Rodri, but he would do what is expected of him to do in that position. That's one good thing about the Spanish team. But Harry Kane, there's one problem about Harry Kane and the English squad. England is not playing to Harry Kane's strength. They're not playing to his strength. Harry Kane cannot score a lot of goals with Bayern Munich and come to England and struggle to score. He had one touch and goal in the penalty box all through today. One touch. It's not good enough. It's not. England, they have to find a way to play to his strength, because going forward, if England continues to play like this, I don't know what's going to happen. He would score a lot of goals in his club, but when it comes to England, because of the way they play, he won't be able to score goals. So that's bad. Then, Bukayo Saka was also outstanding today. He played well. It was decent. Not really great, but decent play. Kai Walker, was a fast player. And he had a lot to deal with from Nico Williams. John Stones was okay. Also was okay. There was a tackle he made on Nico Williams. He blocked that ball. That would have been a goal, but he did great. Then Magai also played nice today. He's been a very pivotal player for England so far this tournament, and he played well also. So Jordan Pickford had a lot to do today. Because the Spanish team were just passing the ball around, and they find a way, they find spaces in between, in between the midfield for England too. He had a couple of saves, the one for Lamine Yamal, Dani Olmo, and and a lot of that. So now, I'm so happy Spain won this tournament because they've been the best so far. But let's talk about England. Where do they go from here? This England team might probably be like the Belgian team also, the great generation, the golden generation that never won anything. Is England going to stick with Gareth Southgate? Because let's be sincere, Gareth Southgate is a decent coach. I would say he's a decent coach. He's not too bad. But with the kind of players England has, I don't think Gareth Southgate is playing to their strength. England has a lot of attacking players. Decent, good, very, very good attacking players. But Gareth Southgate, his style of play is kind of reserved. He plays this reserved style of game. And I've said it all times without number. It could be because he was a defender when he was also playing. So he kind of, when he scores a goal, he wants to defend it. He's not really this attacking style of coach. It's an attacking style of person that plays attacking football. No. And let's be sincere, all those players in their different leagues and their different clubs, football has evolved. They press high, they play attacking football, but when they come to the national team, the way they play, that's why Harry Kane is struggling. I would say that's why Harry Kane is struggling. If England had had a coach like, let's say, Pep Guardiola, because that's my go-to coach, or Mikel Arteta, or even Jurgen Klopp, or Roberto De Zerbi. These coaches are, the style of play is very, very visionary. They play attacking style of football. This England team can do that. But with Southgate, I don't think they can do that. I suspect Southgate will probably call it a quit with the English national team. Or I suspect he would call it a quit. But he might just decide to stay again because, he's gotten England to like 3 finals. Yeah, he got 2 Euro finals and I think 2 Euro. Is it 2 or 3 finals? I can, if I'm not mistaken. But what's the way forward? Will this England team be like the Belgian golden generation that never won anything, or will this England team be like the previous England golden generation that has the likes of Frank Lampard, Wayne Rooney, Paul Scholes, Rio Ferdinand, Sol Campbell, and all those Joe Cole, all those players? They never won anything, but they were so good. So the FA, the English FA, they're in the position to choose another coach, choose coaches for England. They have a great job in their hands to do. They have a great job. If Pep will be leaving Man City next season, I would suggest they just get Pep, because that's the only job. If Pep wants to downsize, if he doesn't want to coach in in the uh, the club, uh, uh, in the club sides no more, the English national team coach job is a job that would, make him feel like he's competing again, because we all know Pep, he likes to compete. So that job, or the two jobs that can make him feel like he's still competing, is probably the Brazilian national team job or the English national team job, because the Brazilian team now, they are in chaos. I think they need a coach too. They need a decent coach to harness the strength of those players together. So the English coach job, the Brazilian team coach job, those are the two jobs I think would give Pep Guardiola a sense of purpose if he decides to quit the club football. So let me know your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. What do you think the English FA should do? Should they stick with Gareth Southgate, or should they, try and find another coach that could play attacking and attacking style of football, and a very very forward style of football? Would that be the solution? And for the Spanish national team, this team this team has young players, a lot of young players. Lamine Yamal, 17, turned 17 yesterday. Nico Williams, maybe within the age of 19 or 20. Merino, very young. I think Pedri is in 26 or 27. They have young players mixed with experience in this team. And we know they have Pedri, they have Gavi, they have a lot of players. And we know how Spain is. They would always have players. The only position I think Spain is not having a superstar is the forward line. They're number 9. Spain is not having, they don't have like a superstar number 9 like France, like England in Hurricane, they don't have that. And if they can get that, Spain will be a force to reckon with. And Spain, they've done it before. They've won so many Euro tournaments before. They've won the World Cup. England is yet to do that for a long time. So for the Spain national team, they're still going to be together for a long time, and I see them doing great things, especially with these young players, Lamine Yamal, Nico Williams, Gavi, Pedri. They have a long way to go. They have a lot to give to the Spanish national team. Let me know your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. Are you happy with Spain winning the final? Because let's be sincere, they deserve it. They deserve it. England should have been out a long time ago. They should have been out. The same thing with France. France luck ran out when they played against Spain in the semi-finals, and also England luck ran out when they played Spain in the finals. So that's to tell you how good the Spanish the Spanish team is. They've been the best so far. They've been the best. So this is gonna be the end of my podcast. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for staying with me. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for those who will be subscribing right now. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe. It will go a long way. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time. Bye for now.